Okay, I've got a good one on Exile. This is probably my favorite 3v3 map. Playing random all, and I draw the Brute Chieftain. I can tell that because of the population counter. The scout unit automatically takes up 2 units. And what we're going to do here is we're going to double base. Usually you just go Temple first, but I just double base immediately. And this means I'm pretty much going to go Temple last. But now I need to get my chopper out there to pick up some supplies and start building supply pads, because that's really all I can do right now.
Ready, I'll do it.
So purple is also playing the Chieftain, and yellow on our side is Cutter.
I'll do it.
I believe it's Prophet, Chieftain, Cutter on their side, on the enemy side.
Outpost ready.
But yeah, now I can get 2 supply pads up at once, so I will have them beat on supplies. At least if you double base. Now, this does leave you a little vulnerable to rushes, but I like Exile because it's interesting. You know, you get these free bases, which allows you to double base. There's a couple maps that allow that, like the Docks is a 2v2 map. And honestly, I think most of the 2v2 maps are the best maps in the game.
I'll do it.
But at least I got a match that was not on 14. I'm looking for supplies. There's supplies that usually spawn over here somewhere by these flood bases.
I'll do it.
I'm just queuing up actions for my chopper. So I could get 2 supply pads going at once, and this is going to bring me in a lot of supplies. So there's not much that's going to go on in the first few moments because of this.
Base under attack.
I'm like, am I getting rushed? Oh no, it's a ghost. I wish ghosts followed the rules of the other scouts where you had to research their turrets to get fire first. That way you weren't like, oh, am I getting rushed?
Warehouse complete.
So now it's just me waiting for to get enough money. I need 500 to get a temple up.
Ready. I'll do it. I'll do it.
And then I'm just going to queue up a bunch of scouting actions so that I can see
I'll do it.
what they've got on their bases.
Complete.
Because you got to scout early, you got to scout often. And there's usually supplies that spawn in the middle right there. Okay, I can get my temple up now. So I'll be able to get my leader unit out there. And do I start upgrading my supply pads or upgrading my base? Probably should have upgraded my bases first. Yeah, we can see, Red Prophet. He's upgraded to a Citadel, and he has a shield generator because I guess he's scared of getting rushed.
Leader temple complete.
Chieftain ready to fight.
So my scouting is pretty much showing that they're not double basing themselves.
Going.
And it looks like Yellow Cutter is quickly taking those hooks in the back, those bonus reactors in the back on our side. But my thought process is going to be I'm going to go take the hooks on the other side, the other reactors, to deny them having bonus technology levels.
Research. Warehouse upgraded.
Ready. Ready. I'll
Warehouse upgraded.
So pretty much done all I can do with my chopper right now because it looks like most of the supplies have been gathered.
What?
Well, there's some supplies in enemy territory, but I don't want to go for that. So I guess I do start upgrading my warehouses. Maybe I should have upgraded my bases first, and then worried about getting the extra supplies. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna upgrade this to a Citadel because I do need to get units out on the field. It's gonna be a little delayed because I'm going to clear out this flood base first. And I know if I need to take over these hooks, I'm going to need a few jackals.
Citadel upgrade complete.
So I'm going to throw down a haul, and my ally's chopper comes rolling through with a ghost in hot pursuit. So I'm going to put down a haul and a shield generator to protect. I have my base locked, and this kind of screws me up later. Oh, but he gets the charge with the chopper. One of these days, I want to do an all chopper match where I just build choppers and charge them into a base as a kind of troll. Because the if you get the last upgrade on the chopper, the charge actually does a lot of damage.
Hall complete.
But I'm almost certain I'm going to lose that match. Because choppers otherwise are not good vehicles. They take up 2 units and they're not really that great.
Going.
So yeah, I'm going to start building some jackals, and I also want to get the shield upgrade. I'm going to build another hull on this one, and then I'm probably going to plop down a shield generator to protect it. Worry about getting more supply pads
Shield
later.
generator complete.
So now I'll have 2 hulls, and I'll be able to double pump my infantry. I'm going to be using jackals and hunters. I guess the other chieftain's coming over here, and I don't know what's going on with this chieftain. It's like he's being healed or something, and I don't know what's going on there. So I'm just waiting for the shield to get researched before I throw those jackals in there, because that'll help them take that hook.
Hall complete.
Researched units are always stronger than non-researched units. So yeah, now I'm going to have 2 citadels, and I'll be able to get 2 more supply pads on this one to increase my
Defense
income.
gauntlet. Research.
Okay, now I'm ready, and I've got a couple jackals, so I'm just going to send them to through the teleporter, and I'm going to take
Local
these hooks.
units.
What?
Citadel upgrade complete.
Kind of ignore my citadel, so I throw the chieftain in there just to draw fire with his face, and then I'm going to send the jackals in afterward.
Attacking.
Shield generator complete.
I'm like, yo, this is going down, I'm taking this. So yeah, our anti-infantry jackals are going to make short work of these marines in this hook, while the chieftain just stands there and bathes in gunfire. And then I'm like too impatient, and I kind of forget that you need to wait a few seconds after you free up a reactor before you can take it. So now I've just claimed that, and I'm going to research a beam rifle. And then I think I'm going to get a few more jackals so I can take the other hook.
What?
Because you might as well just provide a distraction to the guy who's like trying to use that hook. So I'm going to get birth right there, since I have bonus tech 2, just to make my chieftain tougher. And I'm going to make a few more jackals, just so I can secure these points.
What? Go.
Warehouse.
Then I'll send my chieftain in. This is just going to buy time for our cutter to get up and running.
Engagement.
What?
So I notice he's sending a bunch of stuff here. So I'm just going to try to vortex it down.
Beam rifle research.
So I got beam rifle now, so my jackals are really going to tear them up. And I'm going to get my chieftain out there, because really not going to fight off all those units by himself.
Going.
I don't even know...
Birthright research.
Yeah, Birthright just finished, so
Local
I'm
units.
going to send in some more jackals.
Warehouse complete. Local units.
And with these reinforcements, we'll be able to make short work of these guys, because I've got beam rifle. And
Going.
I don't know what my chieftain's doing there. His pathfinding is getting a little confused.
All units.
So yeah, now I'm just going to push these jackals up and have them take that other reactor, because these reactors belong to my chieftain.
What? Going.
I get my chieftain out of there because he took a lot of damage. Make sure my warehouses are all blessed warehouses, so I can get a lot of money. And I'm going to start pumping out hunters here.
What?
All units.
Get my jackals in there. Unfortunately, I got that chopper wasting two units.
Warehouse
I just don't like
upgraded.
choppers because of this.
Warehouse upgraded.
So yeah, these beam rifle jackals are going to tear these guys apart.
Bonded shield research.
All right, and then I'm gonna take. I'm impatient, so I'm gonna take this reactor. And now I'm gonna have Tech 3 without wasting the 3,000 resources that you need to do there. And this is going to allow me to get Supreme Gauntlets and
Reactor claimed.
make my Jackals even tougher and harder to retake. But, you know, Flamethrowers are kind of... It sucks. They could just run up on the hook and throw flash grenades, and they'll still be sitting there taking damage. That's why I got those Jackals out there reinforcing it. I'm like, you know what? I need my Chieftain healed.
What?
So I send some supplies over to our Cutter ally. And he's going to drop the healing ring on me. And Brute Squaws. And we've got some Locusts over here trying to attack my ally. So I'm going to send in the Hunters I have. Not even Spirit Bonded yet, but they make short work of these Locusts.
Local units.
Not sure what composition he has going there. I mean, I'm going anti-vehicle, anti-infantry. I had a match earlier today on Exile where I did the same thing, and it was a little longer because the players are better, but same strategy worked, you know. Had those Supreme Gauntlet Jackals, and they cleaned up those ODSTs from a Cutter, and there's like a Forge using vehicle, and I had Hunters. And like at one point, I had actually encountered, there's a Covenant leader on the other side. I don't know, was he a Brute Chieftain too? But he was building Hunters, and my Tech 3 Hunters ran into his Tech 2 Hunters, and I was like, you know what, I can win this fight because mine are going to be stronger.
Spirit bond.
So yeah, I get to Assault Beam there. I guess I still haven't researched Supreme Gauntlet, and I'm telling Purple Chieftain, yo, I'm going to give this hook up for you. But then Green is rolling up,
Ready.
and I'm trying to figure out how to get in there.
Local unit.
He has brought a lot of flamethrowers. Lord and Lord, look at that damage. Now I shouldn't have done this because he's going to drop a bunch of
Destiny. Research.
flash grenades on my Jackals and just tear them apart. So that was kind of a blunder on my part. I'm gonna upgrade my Vortex and send my Chieftain in and get those Jackals out of there because the flash grenades are they're too strong. Yeah, Jackals will do a lot of damage to infantry, but you know the flash grenades from the flamethrowers,
Vortex.
not fun to be in.
What?
So I've upgraded my Vortex, so I'm gonna see if it'll help out here. Trying to keep my Jackals out of harm's way. I'm just gonna research Tech 2 while I Vortex these guys down. And he's scared. He's like, oh no, a Chieftain! I do have those Jackals firing on them too, so that's helping out.
Age of doubt. Research.
But yeah, my Chieftain is just doing a number on them. That upgraded Vortex is doing some work. And he throws a Disruption Bomb, but it's a little too late at this point. My Chieftain will be able to mop up the rest of them with a little help from these Jackals, and I'm going to put them back in the reactor just because. And looks like Cutter, or Yellow Cutter T-Bates is rolling up on them. Maybe I could get a star on the Chieftain? Maybe.
Claimed.
But yeah, that's the Chieftain's reactor. They shouldn't keep fighting it. So I'm gonna queue up Supreme Gauntlet here because I'm like I need tougher Jackals. And that's what I did in the last match. I had Supreme Gauntlet Jackals, and they just mopped up those ODSTs. Now I was trying to use them on the Hunters, and they did work, but not as well as I had hoped. Because I kind of formed a wall in front of my teammate who had vehicles. Because the Covenant player on the other team was trying to send in his Hunters to clean up the vehicles. So I sent in my Jackals after I had cleaned up the ODSTs to
All units.
clean up the Hunters, and
Ready.
it kind of stopped them from being able to get in there and allowed my teammate to destroy the enemy's base. And that took the Covenant leader out of the game.
All
So yeah,
units.
3v3 Jackals,
All
good.
units.
starting to see a lot more flamethrowers. And here I notice, I'm like, oh, I have the space locked. No wonder I have so few units on the field. So I unlock it and release everybody because I want to get these jackals especially.
All units.
I want to make another push on this reactor and take it back. And I just keep distracting this cutter player with this,
All
and
units.
he's not helping his
Gauntlet
teammates.
research.
What?
So yeah, he's going to lose the reactor again because now I have Supreme Gauntlet Jackals.
What? Going.
And I'm going to move my Chieftain up just to be an early warning signal and upgrade his Vortex even more. I don't really like the Vortex. I don't think it's as powerful as the Arbiter's Rage or the Prophet of Hatred's Beam, but
Reactor
it seems like most of his good upgrades come from buffing up his actual abilities. You know, buffing up the Chieftain himself, because he gets the stun on his hammer and is able to pull things towards him. So yeah, I'm just going to keep building up Hunters in case they got vehicles. But Yellow Cutter seems to be mopping them up pretty good. And oh boy, they've got a whole mess of stuff coming here. And my Vortex is not upgraded yet.
upgrade.
Now it upgrades. So I'm going to move my Chieftain because he's threatening to Mac Blast there. And he's actually got torn up. So I'm just going to recall him. I'm like, yo, I need to send this guy cash again so that I can get another heal.
Local units.
I'm going to move my Jackals up a bit to help, but he's just sending so many units that, like, there's way too many flamethrowers for me to take on there. I mean, they're going to hit him with the flash grenade. I'm just going to snipe at him while he's doing this. He doesn't notice me for a moment. And I'm gonna withdraw my Jackals. And then I'm going to go back in, you know, if I'm going to get a free shots on them.
What?
You know, I think the flamethrowers are actually better than the Jackals because the flamethrowers get the flash grenade, and the range on the Jackals actually sucks even with the beam rifle. So yeah, he's got Banshees now. That guy's resigned. I'm gonna take this this reactor again
Reactor claim.
and snipe at these guys. But unfortunately, he's got too many flamethrowers. So then they come with the assist and take this reactor because he can't resist it. Like I detained their cutter so long that he wasn't helping their teammates. Meanwhile, I had built an army of hunters out there. And, you know, I have all the research on my Jackals and everything and hunters, so... Yeah, I could have just pumped out more.
Team is victorious.
And he just resigns because there's nothing he could do. Yeah, but they didn't have any ranks, so I don't think they were, you know, that great. But you never know. A lot of guys with no rank. Low rank.